Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of the weekly Tech Wrap, the Tech of the Week for August 20. Big one up front. California just opened the door wider for driverless rides. Waymo got approval from the California Public Utilities Commission to expand fully autonomous ride-hailing across 18 counties, including more of the Bay Area, Los Angeles, Sacramento, and San Diego.
That is consequential. When regulators sign off, it moves from demo to deployment. Practical angle. More places where you can actually request a driverless car, not just test loops in one city.
Exactly. This is CPUC permission to operate fully autonomous vehicles, so no standby driver. And expanding into those major regions could turn try it once in San Francisco into a regular option across big slices of the state.
Tempering expectations here. Approval is not the same as instant coverage everywhere. We don't have a timeline for each neighborhood, and it's 18 counties, not the whole map. But the signal is clear. State-level oversight is comfortable enough to let them scale.
And for riders, the day-to-day impact is straightforward. More odds the app actually shows a nearby car without a human in it.
I also like that we're moving past press releases into operational scope. Let's keep an eye on reliability as they roll into Los Angeles traffic. If it can handle that, it can handle almost anything.
The LA unprotected left turn is a rite of passage.
Let's stick with things you can use right now. Google's Pixel 11 lineup hit stores across 24 countries. Standard, Pro, and Fold models are on sale. Region-specific pricing, the usual localized mix.
Shipped, not teased. And in the US, some customers got promotional codes, $150 initially for pre-orders, then later emails with extra codes ranging from $100 to $250. That's real money off.
Good to separate the marketing from availability. The phones are on shelves, the codes went out. No performance claims here, just the fact you can buy them today.
On the platform side, Apple released Public Beta 4 for iOS 27 and the rest of the family. iPadOS 27, macOS 27, tvOS 27, watchOS 27. This comes after the 6th developer beta that introduced major Siri AI upgrades and performance boosts, and it builds on Public Beta 3 that added an AI-enhanced Siri and speed.
Beta is the operative word. This is test software. If you run it, you're volunteering for the occasional weirdness. But the direction is clear. The voice assistant is the headline.
Right. For the curious, Beta 4 means broader access to those features and refinements from the earlier rounds. For folks living on mission-critical devices, maybe wait for final.
Translation. Back up before tapping install. And know the line between now and later. This is shipping as a public beta, not a general release.
Space Corner. SpaceX launched a classified Falcon 9 mission for the U.S. Space Force from Vandenberg on August 15. The mission, USSF 366, went to a polar orbit over the Pacific.
Classified payload means we won't get juicy details. What we do have is a successful launch to a defined orbit. That's the shipped part.
Yep. It's another example of the West Coast pad handling polar trajectories smoothly. The rest is don't ask, don't tell.
The practical ripple, launch cadence remains high, and even the quiet missions keep the hardware and team sharp. Security is loud this week. Microsoft says it's developing a patch for a Windows Defender privilege escalation flaw, CVE 2026-69414, nicknamed ShieldBreak. That follows disclosures, including a proof of concept that claimed to bypass a recent Defender protection.
Translation? There's a zero-day class issue being actively examined. Vendor acknowledged, fix in progress. If Defender sits in your stack, watch for the security update and plan the rollout.
And then Vegas added drama. At Black Hat, experts warned that AI hacking capabilities are outpacing defenses. Recent tests showed advanced AI models could exploit security flaws, touch the internet, and conduct real attacks. OpenAI said its AI systems breached tests, which underlines the point.
So the takeaway is not robots take over. Its attack surface just got cheaper to probe. Policy reacted too. The White House released a memorandum proposing contracts for private companies to conduct offensive cyber operations against foreign cybercriminal groups, with oversight by Justice and Homeland Security.
That's a big boundary to draw. Private sector operators on offense under government oversight. The idea might tighten response times, but the governance piece has to be tight to avoid collateral messes.
Agreed. And one more safety note from the physical world, Florida Power and Light manually shut down St. Lucie Unit 1 after 3 control rods dropped into the reactor core. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission called it an uncomplicated trip. No emergency. Plant in hot standby, Unit 2 continued.
That's exactly how you want a trip reported. Controlled, contained, no emergency. Good to see the procedures doing their job.
Engineering feat of the week. Chinese private firm Landspace successfully recovered the first stage of its Zhuque 3 reusable launch vehicle on a land-based site in northwestern China on August 19th. AP reported it's the first ground recovery of an orbital-class booster in the country.
That's a milestone. Recovered, on land, orbital class. We're careful not to extrapolate cost curves, but the direction is familiar. Reuse reduces the need to build a new booster every time.
And the land-based recovery adds options for refurbishment flow. It's good to see more players graduating from hop tests to real stage recovery.
Competition is healthy. It's easier to take launch capacity discussions seriously when more hardware is coming back in one piece.
On the science side, a disappointment with a clear explanation. NASA and Catalyst canceled the planned rescue of the Swift Gamma Ray Observatory. They announced it on August 19th in Washington, D.C. Control problems with the Link spacecraft, meant to capture and reboost the aging telescope, ended the mission.
That's a tough call, but an honest one. On-orbit servicing is hard, and control issues are the showstopper you don't gamble with.
The practical outcome is you don't spend good money after bad if the capture vehicle can't be trusted. It's not the headline anyone wanted, but it's the right risk posture.
And it reminds everyone just how precise and unforgiving rendezvous and reboost operations are. It's not just docking choreography, it's deep systems reliability. Business Pulse. Databricks raised $5 billion, putting its valuation around $190 billion. That's in San Francisco, and the CEO framed their AI tools as matching what the industry called artificial intelligence before 2022.
Which is a fun way to say we're practical, not sci-fi. The money number speaks for itself. If you're building data and AI infrastructure, that's a war chest.
Meanwhile, memory is the new hot commodity. Engadget reported AI-driven demand is fueling a global RAM shortage and price surge. Investors and AI firms have bought up most of the world's RAM capacity.
And analysts noted Micron's shares trade at about 6 times next year earnings forecasts, despite rapid growth, which tells you how tight supply expectations are. This spills over to both consumer and enterprise. Your laptop upgrade and your data center refresh both feel it.
So plan buys ahead and expect quotes to move. If your AI bill of materials assumes last year's RAM prices, that spreadsheet is fiction.
Spreadsheet-driven denial is a classic failure mode.
2 follow-ups we covered last week, now with movement. First, Anthropic's watermarking. We talked about their plan. Now they say they've introduced a subtle word choice watermark for Claude outputs. It tweaks synonym selection to embed a machine-readable pattern while keeping readability, aimed at EU AI regulation compliance.
That's a clever route. Hide the signature in style, not visible tags. The key detail is it's deployed, not just a white paper. We'll see how robust it is against paraphrasing.
Second follow-up, the Meta storyline. We noted the drumbeat. Now, Mark Zuckerberg said AI agents will become widely available. He released a 6,500-word essay advocating open-weight models and pointing to AI-driven early-stage job interview tools. Analysts tied that vibe to a lift in chip and security stocks and cited Micron, AMD, and CrowdStrike as potential beneficiaries.
The through line is distribution, agents in lots of places, and the open weight positioning. Whether you agree or not, markets heard it.
And as always, words aren't shipping code, but they can move capital and priorities. We'll track what lands in products.
Announcements and rumors corner. Amazon says Prime Air will expand to nearly 500 U.S. neighborhoods by the end of 2026. That's a timetable, not a completed rollout.
Also, rivals like Walmart, Zipline, and DoorDash are scaling their own drone operations. It's a race,
but keep your expectations realistic. Local approvals, weather limits, and logistics all sit between press release and package at your door.
Apple rumor mill was busy. The New York Post reported a leaked demo of unreleased AirPods with built-in cameras, which sparked privacy concerns. Apple has not confirmed anything. Earlier leaks, like a macOS beta video flagged by other outlets, circulated too. But none of this is a product announcement.
If camera earbuds exist, the privacy debate will be loud. Right now, it's leaks and worry, not a thing you can buy. Treat every what-if video accordingly.
And 9to5 Mac says Apple is expected to delay the standard iPhone 18 to early 2027, focusing September on Pro and Ultra. Tom's Guide earlier reported up to 8 products on September 9th, including the iPhone 18 Pro, Pro Max, and a foldable iPhone Ultra, among others.
Labels. Expected, reported, earlier. That's rumor and planning chatter until we see a stage and a shipping date. Also, a foldable Ultra is firmly in the we'll believe it when we can touch it bucket.
One more industry outlook item. Satellite operators warned of a looming launch capacity crunch if SpaceX's Falcon 9 availability is reduced. The FAA is forecasting a surge in launches, and a loss of Falcon 9 capacity would squeeze the market when demand is rising.
That's not a forecast of doom, it's a heads up. If the main workhorse reduces cadence or availability, satellites wait longer for a ride. Keep that in mind when you hear constellation timelines.
Entertainment to close us out. Warren Spector, the veteran behind classics like Deus Ex and Ultima, announced he's retiring from game development after 43 years. He'll focus on writing, lecturing, and consulting.
A remarkable run. Some careers define genres. Nice to see him set a pace for the next chapter on his terms.
And Game Science dropped the first extensive gameplay trailer, 15 minutes, for Black Myth: Zhonghui. Early combat and story beats on display, with a clear caveat from the developer that the footage may not reflect the final product.
Which is exactly how to show progress without overpromising. Show, don't tell, but stamp work in progress in bold letters.
Big picture this week? Scaling and reality checks. Robotaxis widen their map, Pixel phones are on shelves, memory gets scarce, launch providers hit both milestones and constraints, and policy folks sharpen their pencils on offense and oversight.
Nicely put. If you want calm, verified news without the spin, head to factslane.com or grab the app on the App Store or Google Play. It's where we source, sanity check, and keep the temperature down.
And if you like this, you'll probably enjoy our other weekly shows too. Good Week for a broader take, and Science Week for a deeper dive into the lab bench and beyond.
Thanks for spending part of your week with us. We'll be back with the next round of what's shipped, what's promised, and what actually matters.
Take care, and see you next week.